tunnel and couldn't see the light. And whenever I'd look up, I couldn't see the sky. Sometimes when I'm standing...
Many schoolgirls continue to miss school during their menses. According to UNICEF 2007 report, a girl in primary school between grades 6 and 8, 3 years, loses approximately 18 weeks out of 108 school weeks. A girl in high school, 4 years, loses 156 days, which is equivalent to almost 24 weeks out of 144 weeks of school.
Hello listeners. In today's program, we will discuss on recycling of sanitary towels. In the studio, we have Miss Hashna Mystery from Ogra Foundation, and she'll take us through. Who is the founder of this project, and what motivated Olga Foundation to start this project?
I'm the founder of the project. My name is Hashna Mystery. When I first came here from the UK, I was told that I needed to improve the attendance of primary school children, and I read in the Health Start reports that they had that they weren't supporting girls in terms of their menstruation, so girls were still missing school every single month during their menstruation. So I thought, okay, let's see if we can do something to help with improving attendance in that particular area. And I found out that it was because of the provision of sanitary towels was a problem, the provision of education was a problem, because these girls didn't know what they were experiencing, they didn't understand what they were experiencing, they didn't know how to cope with menstruation. So that's how I came up with the idea of providing education and providing the provision of the sanitary towels.
Miss Hashna, can you please brief us on this recycling of sanitary towels?
They are reusable sanitary towels. The girls are asked to make 6 towels, which should last 1 year. The idea is that they are far cheaper than using disposable towels. It costs 335 shillings to make 6 towels, which will last then 1 whole year if they are maintained properly. So it's a lot cheaper and a lot more viable for these children who are in rural areas that don't have access to disposable towels. They don't have the funds in which to buy the disposable towels. They can get hold of these materials.
How long is the project running, and what improvement is the foundation going to do in order to be more effective?
It's run for 4 months approximately. Classes 5 to 8 have all gone through the workshop. They make the towel. I'm now currently running follow-up sessions where I go back to check that they have made 6 towels. Those girls that have made 6 towels are awarded some soap, lotion, and I'm also distributing underwear to them because in my focus groups they said they didn't have underwear. So we fundraised for that.
What are the materials for making the towel and source?
So we have a PVC material on the bottom, 2 layers of a toweling material in the middle, absorbency, and then a cotton layer on the top. I have been getting my materials from a shop in town who has been very generous and given donations and lots of...
Brief us the process of making them.
So I have produced templates, cardboard templates. So I give the girls all 3 pieces of material that they need. There's 2 types of templates they use. They draw around the template and cut it out, put all of the 3 materials that they need. And once they have all the pieces, they align it all up how they need to. And then they use a needle and a thread. They do a blanket stitch around the top and bottom of the towel and a running stitch up the sides of the towel to stitch it all in place. And then it has wings, and on the wings they sew a metal stud popper which allows it to fasten around the underwear so that it stays in place and is secure so that they feel comfortable all day.
We are going for a break and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Before we hear from our guests, let's hear the public opinion.
Recycling is a good thing to do in society because you turn something which has been used and then you make it to be reused again. But this goes well with things like plastics metal or any other thing, but not sanitary towels. I don't think sanitary towels should be recycled. First, hygiene. No particular woman would want to use something which has been recycled, something which had already been used in that part of the body. I don't really think it is going anywhere.
Recycling of sanitary towels is quite a strange thing. I have never heard of it. And if at all it is taking place, then it may be unhygienic and may cause problems. To me, sanitary towels should not be recycled.
The recycling of sanitary towels is something that is so new to me. I've never heard about that. But then I am for that opinion because I believe it will help many Kenyan females who undergo menstruation every month, and you find that it's hard for them to buy sanitary towels because of inadequate funds.
We have heard the public view. Now let's welcome Ms. Hashna once again. In this project of recycling of sanitary towels, whom are we targeting and how does it benefit the public?
At the moment we're targeting primary school children classes 5 to 8. They are the children who are already started their period or coming up to starting their period. So they are prepared / getting ready to be prepared. They are the main beneficiaries, those girls. But actually I'd like to see the project go further. I'd like to see it benefit the community around which the school is. So the women, for example, in that community, what are they using? I've had requests from parents of these children asking me to teach them because they obviously have the same problem. So it would be nice for the women to get involved and for them to start making it for themselves as well. It would even be nice to see it go further to the point where they get given a sewing machine and they can start making it be much quicker.
Are the towels hygienic and can the public trust them?
Yes, I think they are perfectly hygienic as long as they are kept hygienic. So as with anything, you have to keep them clean. It's just like a pair of underwear. You know, if you don't wash your underwear, they're no longer hygienic. So same with the sanitary towels. They're perfectly safe. They're perfectly hygienic. You know, people in the West are starting to make their own reusable sanitary towels for the purposes of saving the environment. So why can't people here make it to help themselves?
Ms. Hashna, tell us how you are planning to create awareness on this project.
We have the website. I've had requests from other NGOs around Kenya who wanted me to run the project in their schools. I cannot do that, so I've sent them the links. So hopefully they will run it out. We had a conference last week where the Minister of Education was there. She was very interested in the project, and we talked about maybe training some of the teachers in the local area to see if they could then roll the project out. So I'm hoping that by word of mouth, and by the fact that, you know, if people like yourselves, newspapers, broadcasters get involved, they can spread the word that other schools then know that they can do something like this which will really benefit their girls.
Finally, what advice do you have for girls and women who have not tried using the recycled sanitary towels?
I think it's a wonderful project that they should embrace. I think that for the purposes of the fact that these girls miss 5 days of education per month because of their menstruation is just unacceptable, and I think that I would like for them to embrace the idea of it so that the girls come into par with the boys. I've noticed that in the schools the boys are academically more greater achieving than the girls, which is strange because in the UK it's the other way around. So I'd like to see the girls come up par with the boys, and I think that this will really help. It's going to help with their confidence, their self-esteem, so not just academically, but it will help them to become better standing girls in the community. It will help the women to become stronger. You know, they can carry on with their activities, which should be the way. This shouldn't be something that debilitates these girls and women for 5 days a month. It has to be something that keeps them going. So I think that I would want them to embrace it, but I want them to become owners of the project and to really feel empowered so that they can improve it. If they want to evolve it into something else, they want to use different materials, they want to make more than 6, then by all means, you know, go ahead and do that.
You have heard it from the horse's mouth and what the recycling of sanitary towels entails. We have come to the end of our program. I take this opportunity to thank the guests who gave us the time to educate us and inform us on various issues. On behalf of my producer, Kelvin Oboso, I'm your presenter, Shirley Asingo.
I was in a tunnel and couldn't see the light. And whenever I'd look up, I couldn't see the sky.